on both ends, but really just GU unable to make them uncomfortable at all on the offensive end.
Brookheis open three. That one's long. Pangos the rebound. Gonzaga in transition. Here's Hart. And now he'll dribble it out. Harris calling for the ball. Squares around. Double team is there. Fights his way through and scores.
Sometimes you got to force the action a bit. Elias leading this team in points. Even when you have a double or a soft double in that situation, still look to be aggressive. Force the issue a bit when your team's struggling to score.
Fitzgerald's first look. And he's fouled by Mike Hart, and that's number 3 on Hart. Our first foul of this half. And Fitzgerald now at the free throw line. He hit his only free throw in that first half.
Coming off a foul on a three-pointer attempt. Let's take a look. Nice little back down. And good call from the official. Had Mike just stayed straight up, that's a no call. But by the fact that he brought his hand down, and the offensive player came up through it, that's an automatic foul for an official. Good call.
Air Force with a 1-point lead. They hit them both.
The Air Force right now just
confident.
60% from the field, 12 of 20, 40%, 4 of 10 from the three-point line. And I'll go back to it. Just incredibly comfortable on the offensive end. I know, that's the hard thing. Yesterday and today you're talking about that Princeton offense, and there's so many parts that go into it. Sometimes you can cloud a mind of a player a little too much. Just at some point, hey, let's go guard him. Let's be aggressive, communicate, but let's get up into him a little bit. Because as of right now, Air Force just way too comfortable on the offensive end, really getting anything they want.
Harris is fouled by Fitzgerald. So Fitzgerald picks up number 2. Team's first. And look, there's a lot of psychology in this game. These are 18 to 21-year-old players. He just came off of wins against Arizona, Oral Roberts, and Butler as Bell misses the 3. And now you play maybe a team that's not perceived to be as good as those 3 programs. There's a letdown. Is that what we're seeing tonight, Richard?
Yeah, we've seen it before. In 08, Portland State came in here after a tough loss to Connecticut for GU. Not a lot of energy in the building, and Portland State came away with the victory, and you see a nice slip off of the ball screen. A tough layup inside, but still, Air Force getting just about anything they want on the offensive end. And yeah, I think that's a big part of it, Greg, is you've had a really tough stretch here. And as players, you look at that schedule, you get excited for certain games. A lot of these kids don't really have a sense of what Air Force is, and probably are having a tough time getting motivated, given the fact that there's nobody here as far as the students are concerned.
Air Force with the basketball and their largest lead of this game at 4, 36-32. Actually, check that Gonzaga basketball. Here's Mike Hart. Dower in there, fighting for position down low. Pangos drives, kicks corner to the Bell. Bell driving now. There's a nice finish. Gary Bell, the freshman.
He's doing a better job here as of late, finishing at the rim, over 50% inside the arc. If he can balance his game out, because we know he can really shoot the ball from the three-point line, but as he gets more comfortable taking the ball to the rim, it's going to make him that much more difficult to guard.
Brookheis missing another 3. Pangos the rebound on the weak side. And here's Harris. Kick out Hart. Bell again driving. Close down, kick out to Harris. Air Force doing a great job closing out.
Yeah, closing out, under control, but aggressive. Forcing G to put the ball on the floor.
And a foul called inside. D. Lavelle Earls picks up his 3rd personal foul. That's 2 on the Falcons this half. 15:59 to play in Spokane. It's Air Force 36, Gonzaga 34. I tell you, this Fitzgerald can really get it done for the Falcons. They got fine post players as well. 2-point game in Spokane. 15:59 to play here in the second half. Air Force with a 2-point lead on Gonzaga.
Let's take a look at the play. See that the screen right here? That's a UCLA screen. Fletcher comes off, and Mike Hart is stuck outside the lane, but he's guarding Fitzgerald, who's had a hell of a game. 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, so he's hesitant to help. And as a result, you give up the wide open lane. Let's take a look at GU here. Mike Hart brings it up. You see the defense loses sight of Elias Harris. That's about the easiest 2 points Elias has had, but wasn't able to highlight it. But Gary Bill, that cut along the baseline, forced that zone to shift just enough for Elias to slide down to that painted area. A little miscommunication. One of the few times for Air Force on the defensive end, and Mike Hart with the heads-up play found him alone for the 2 points.
Now, if I would have just broke that last play down, I would have said the ball was here, the open guy was here, they got the ball to the open guy, and he scored. I have no idea what you just said.
I'm making up half of it, so don't worry.
Modest Merninghoff, number 22 on the floor for Gonzaga, the sharpshooter from Germany.
And look, right now,
Pango's 3-ball. Bang! And he was knocked to the floor, no call.
They've been fouled, and Air Force is playing zone defense here. And I think you bring Merninghoff off the bench, hoping to stretch out that zone a bit, maybe free some things inside, force Air Force to play a little more honestly on the defensive end, because right now you're having a tough time getting going offensively. He's shooting 46%, but in that first half, you really struggled.
Earls driving with a left hand and scoring. Pangos has scored 20 of Gonzaga's 37 points.
He's only needed 9 shots to do it. That helps when you knock down 5 threes.
Last 11 possessions for Gonzaga, 4 turnovers. Dower, great rebound, and he earns the trip to the line. Brookhuis with the personal foul. This is number 2 on him. 3 team fouls now on Air Force.
GU now 4 of 6 to start this second half.
And Dower yet to score a point, Richard. He's only taken 1 shot.
But you've seen it for the most part. Outside of Kevin's ability to knock down shots from the perimeter, you've done a nice job. Got Elias inside. Gary did an excellent job getting himself to the rim. More purpose on the offensive end if you're Gonzaga here in the second half. Looking to be more aggressive, attacking that zone of Air Force.
If your mark few as this game progresses and you get deep into this half, are you concerned that all your points are coming out of one player?
I think in the close game down the stretch, you couldn't care less. You just want them. And you got a guy, Kevin Pangos, who's hot. I think you can try to run your offense and get him as many looks as you can get him. And the nice thing about Kevin is he doesn't need to be told to search out shots. He's constantly looking for those open looks.
Harris able to deflect that ball off of Falcons, so Gonzaga basketball. Here's Merninghoff. Pangos, Dower open on the post, got him the ball, missed it too hard. And then Brookhuis lost the rebound out of bounds, so another opportunity for GU, tied at 38. These are the little plays that at the end of the game you're going to look back on in a close game. If I just was able to corral that rebound, maybe we don't lose. An extra possession for Gonzaga. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, let's see what GU can do with Air Force changing it up a little man-to-man. When you watch Air Force play defense, though, they help so much, and they switch away from the ball. So in other words, if I slide into the help side position and my man rotates, somebody else might end up guarding them, and I just have to switch away from the ball. It's an interesting way of playing defense.
Pangos, Bell. To Dower. Spins, left hand good.
Fitzgerald can't do a whole lot there. Fitzgerald getting a little tired throughout that possession, trying to deny Sam the ball, and Sam did a nice job of sticking with it, continuing to post up throughout the possession. You'd love to see him get going. He has been on fire the last 3 games, over 10 points per game, shooting 68% from the field.
There's the tip back by Brookhuis. Off the Fitzgerald miss. Tied at 40. This Air Force team reminds me a lot of Butler in the way that they're seen to be in the right place. They make all the little plays. Fundamentally, they're sound and they're well coached. And Dower in good position there. 2-point Gonzaga lead.
Opportunistic offensive rebound. A good dribble drive from Gary Bell. Probably should have finished the first look, but you know, as a big, you never want to assume the make. Continue to work. Make sure you see that ball go through the rim before you start heading the other direction. Nice effort from Sam.
Oh. Earl spins on Bell and then hits that shot over Harris.
What letter do you get for that one?
I'll give him an S, since we're already at HOR. Tell you, Gonzaga's in a dogfight here. Even though Air Force has lost their best offensive threat, they're hanging in this game with their defense and all the little things that they're doing well. Here's Dower, and Sam will go to the free throw line.
And Sam's starting to heat up a little bit here. In that first half, 0 of 1 here in the second half. A much better job of being aggressive. 2 of 4 from the field, 5 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Just earned himself a couple extra free throws.
Yeah, he has scored the last 5 points for Gonzaga.
He's really improved. You know, he's a guy who I think had a lot of high expectations. I know both you and I thought he was due for a big year as a sophomore. But he struggled to start the year. First 7 games, less than 5 points, 42% from the field. And compared to last year when he shot nearly 58% from the field, you were really wondering when was he going to get going. But here, the last 3 games, just much more efficient with his looks, really getting deep position and going without the dribble. You know, sometimes he needs that rhythm dribble. That can get him into trouble. He's eliminated that, and as a result, he's much more effective.
1 of 2 from the line, 43-42 the score.
That's an area you'd like to see him improve. Only 53% on the year. Last year shot over 80. So you know you can knock him down. You just got to focus a little bit. 3-2 zone here from GU trying to change things up. And you get the turnover.
Yeah, first look at Adam Breakville, number 30 on the floor for Air Force. His first time touching the ball results in a turnover. Here's Bell with it. Jump shot on the way. There's a spark.
Yeah, some energy here in the building. Largely due to Sam Dower getting things done on the offensive end. He's excited. Barry Bell knocks down the tough shot, but that's all off of Sam Dower creating that opportunity. He's come here. He showed up here in the second half. He talked about a spark. He might just be that guy. You see, nice little dump down, and Gary slows down and knocks down the shot.
12-11 to play. Gonzaga's lead is at 3. We'll be right back. There's River Park Square in downtown Spokane. Looking very, very festive. The holiday season, the only thing that's missing is the white stuff.
Did you get your Christmas?
No snow.
Did you get your shopping done?
Today.
Yeah, I got mine done yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm a last-minute guy.
Yeah. But I get it all today in like an hour and a half. I'll say I think this is okay. Give it to me, gone.
I need the pressure of knowing there's a deadline to get motivated.
I'm such a guy. I'm such a guy.
But I give good gifts. So at the end of the day,
hey, I'll be the judge of that. I haven't received it yet, by the way.
It's in the mail.
Okay.
Special order just for you, buddy.
Good. Under 12 minutes now to play. Here's Earl. That's a tough pass inside of Brookhouse. 8 on the shot clock. Fletcher for 3, missed everything. Great play by Bell there to keep Earls from getting to that loose ball. 11:45 to play. The fans are into it, ladies and gentlemen. Gonzaga leading it by 3. And here's your answer to the Arby's trivia question. Kevin Pangos has averaged 13.8 points per game through his first 10 games in a Zag uniform. And he's off to a wicked start again tonight. 20 points already.
Yeah, red hot, particularly from beyond the three-point line. 5 of 9. His teammates have done a nice job finding him. He's done an excellent job making himself available on some of those outlets out of the post. And he's also done some nice work getting himself to the free throw line, and also a couple of nice finishes around the rim. But I'll tell you what,
expressionless.
And you like
it's like
that.
He's got no muscles in his face.
He can't smile. I've seen him smile now, but
I'm just kidding.
I know.
He's a great kid.
He reminds me a lot of Blake stepping that way. Blake was even keel the entire game. If anything, he'd get mad at you.
Yeah.
You really got a pat on the butt. It was usually a kick in the butt, but he's got that in him too. It's a great leadership quality to have from that point guard spot.
Murninghoff missed the 3. Harris had his hands on that rebound. Air Force with the ball trailing by 3.
GU back in that 3-2 zone. We'll try to change things up defensively, see what Air Force has. You can't run that Princeton offense the way you'd like against the zone. I think GU's trying to just force Air Force to do something other than that offense for some possessions here.
Brookhouse left it short, tip back again. And it drops.
That is just effort. Kid point blank range, gets 2 offensive rebounds. Sam's right there with him. That's just a kid playing harder. And you can't afford to do that in a tight game.
Harris, quick trigger, no good. Dower somehow got that rebound and will go to the free throw line. That's as good a rebound as you'll ever see.
Did you like the foul call?
Sure I did, but that rebound was the best you'll ever see.
Oh, he's doing a better job on the glass, and that's something he struggled with last year. Let's see off the miss.
Look
Good
at this.
effort, potentially over the back the first time, and then here should probably have been a no call, but I like the effort. Yeah, you get a friendly whistle, but you know, Sam is a guy we've known can score really since day one. When he got here,